Nobody's on yet. But I've learned that this will be on the recording. So let's see. Like right there. Let's see if anybody joins. And really, I guess because other people are going to be watching it maybe in the future, possibly. Maybe we'll just do, I don't know. I don't know. I have to watch some other streams. Oh, okay, there's like 6 people all of a sudden. Can you guys say hi so I can see if the chat's set up? Hi, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so hi, Cherise. Hi, Paul Payne. Okay, so we have a first question. I am cancer. Please read about my love. Okay. We can do a little love reading. Let's do the Thoth deck. This is the Thoth deck. It's like a mini one. Not standard. Usually I read with like the standard size, or maybe it's the large. It's the large size with the uh it's trimmed. Um, that's my studio deck. So I don't really bring it with me. All right, so we are looking at Pusa's love life. Okay, so we have the Aeon as our first card, the Aeon. So you're going through the beginning of a new cycle. You are probably, I don't know, maybe have been single for a while, or you're in a relationship that has either ended and you're kind of still just, going through the motions. Basically, it could be like financial while you're staying together. It could be that, somebody in the relationship won't kind of just decide to leave. Um, but I think that you're fully committed to moving forward into something new. So, yeah, we have the Aeon here. Now, I'm going to pull 2 more cards to kind of see. So we have the Seven of Cups, which is uh debauch, the card of debauch, which in this case it could be that, you maybe have been in a relationship that didn't work out. It wasn't maybe all that you wanted it to be. And, instead of, I don't know, maybe like coming out of that and immediately doing some like, intentional self-development, you're kind of like, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I've been trapped for so long, kind of thing. And honestly, it feels to me like that kind of lifestyle is just boring for you at this point. Now, and this makes sense. We have the Queen of Discs, which, yeah, it feels like you're ready to build your thing, to build that home, to build that nest, to be the ruler of your domain. And maybe doing that with somebody else for sure. But I think the biggest part here is making sure that you're cultivating a home, sacred space, your own holy temple to manifest the love that you want in that space. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hello, hello. You guys, I'm not going to go too far back in the chat just because I don't know what I'm doing. That's me being honest. Okay. So we have real country women something. I am Capricorn. Can you tell me about a Pisces? I'm meeting Wednesday for the first time. Yeah, for sure. Let's see. I'm going to we're gonna stick with the Thoth deck, I think, for now. Um, doing live is like it's fun. I'm still I just did I was down there doing a cancer reading a little bit ago. And so we have the 2 of Wands for the person that you're meeting. So I think that when you meet them, there's going to be definitely two really kind of like, yeah, you're really like into them, but I think that there are going to be some things that you see immediately where you're like, whoa, I don't really like, maybe this is going to be the right person, maybe not. Not necessarily red flags, but in, feelings that are like, I don't know. This is maybe something where like they bring up some part of themselves or their lives or their histories, and it might hit in a place for you where you're like, man, I didn't even know that was something that I had to think about or consider, and then think like, is this something that would be realistic for my life? And so for me, it feels like, you're going to meet this person. It's gonna be there's definitely like a on a fundamental level, a connection. And I feel like, this is something where you're gonna have to make a choice. Like, can you overlook, or are you willing to um be flexible about whatever it is they're going to reveal to you? Okay, so it is about a choice here. Okay, let's see. Hello, 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 everybody. Happy Monday. I wanna know if my niece a horrible accent. Okay. Here's a good place for me to say there are certain things that like I'm not gonna read about. Um, stuff like that, especially publicly. Um, because I just don't feel like that's something that I would be comfortable with myself. I know there are readers that will, and that's super, everybody does it their own way. But like medical stuff, I can't do. Violence and stuff like that, I won't do. And things like if somebody's going to pass or not, I will not do. Now, we can talk privately. If you want to email me, I will talk to you privately about that, but I can't do it on public. I'm just not going to. But I do my let me back up there. I'm very sorry for your loss, and I absolutely honor your family. And I don't know what to say besides I have had in my own family violence in that way, and it really, really is hard to fathom. So I'm sorry for you, and I'm sorry for your family. But yes, email me if you want. You can take down my email, Charisse. It's Ula is here at gmail.com. And please feel free to email me for sure. Okay. I will look for your email and get back to you like as soon as I see it. Okay, so we thank you for the super thanks. I think that's what that is. You guys, I mean, this is my second live stream. That's my first super thanks on there. I think that's what that is. So thank you, Amanda Meander. And you're a Capricorn. Will Virgo and I repair our friendship? No, I know. I already feel it. Yeah, I think you will, but we're gonna look at the cards, okay? Yeah, of course, dude. Uh yes, Capricorns and Virgos belong together. Like, I don't know always about romantically, but partnerships, yes. 100%, like work stuff, building businesses, friendships, especially if it's a friendship that is like very earthbound. Like, you can definitely connect on a spiritual level for sure, but it's like this is like, if you had like a friend that you had kids around the same age, you guys are just in sync doing stuff. If you forget something, they can get it. If they need something, that kind of thing. Those are like our Capricorn and Virgo friendships. Okay, let's see. Are they going to be able to repair this? Okay, so we have the 6 of Cups, which is pleasure. We have the 8 of Discs, which is prudence. So let's see. We're going to get the last one here. And the devil. Okay. Yes, 100% you will be back in with each other. Now, here's the deal. I think that when you get into this friendship, when you are in a position where you're very close with each other, you're like talking all the time, you're texting, you're, seeing each other often, whatever, kind of engagements that you have, it can almost feel like a honeymoon period type of thing, right? Like you're almost like enchanted, enthralled, it's exciting. I'm not saying it's romantic, but it's something very fulfilling. Okay. In this space, I think that you can get a little bit like you maybe don't make the same decisions that you do when you are a little more reserved. So with the 8 of discs, this tells me you just kind of have to remember to pump the brakes. You know what I mean? When things are going really good and you just want to keep being in that engagement, sometimes it's like, okay, let's step back a little bit and just kind of, maybe more moderation, a little more moderation. Now, with the devil card, here's the deal. This relationship, obviously, we have like that Capricorn energy, but this relationship is very much one that helps you grow and get out of your old conditioning, get out of your old coping mechanisms, let you shed a lot of stuff that I'm not saying that they're the person that's like you couldn't do it without them, but there's something about the way that you kind of align that you just are you're able to do work that otherwise might be kind of difficult, I mean, or lonely, or um you just don't necessarily think about it. There are times in our lives, I'm sure we've all had expansive times like this where you're just so busy and you're just trying to keep up with things, and you might not have a real close friend at that time, and you're kind of lonely, and you might be doing distractive stuff, watching a lot of TV, or, whatever it is, really into your hobbies. And you're not necessarily looking at the like refinement or the self development stuff. Now, self development's always happening, right? If it's intentional or not. But I think that when this person's in your life, it really does help you kind of stay in that. I want to heal. I want to grow. I want to, go on a day trip and go see some cool stuff that's going to inspire me, and having this friendship, I think that's the one, that's where it's going to be. And I think, you know, here's the deal. I don't know what happened with you two or what's going on or whatever, but you got to take time with it. Be patient. Don't try to force it. And again, with that tempering, right? The prudence, the tempering. Um, sometimes it's like, should I just keep sending texts? They haven't messaged me back, or, this or that. Yeah, just kind of be cool, man. Just try to be cool. Okay, let's see. Oh, Charisse, thank you so much, and God bless you. God bless you and all of yours. Okay. Okay, D, Sadgie up there. Can I pick, or can you pick a card for me? Thank you. Yes, I will pick a card for you. And this is how I pick my cards. I like to go over. Now, let me just be clear. I don't know what cards are where. I'm not like a card counter. I forget things very quickly. Also, I'm too like all over the place to like plan a reading. So I just want to be clear about that. I don't like I know people speculate that sometimes tarot readers will like have pre-planned. Ooh. All right, D. What's going on over there, girl? We have or well, I shouldn't assume. What's going on over there, buddy? Like we got a tower card here. Should I pull some more for you? Um I will. I will. So, let's see if you're in the chat still. I want to see, we can circle back around if you want any kind of clarification there. So we're going to go down here. We have, thank you so much, Pat, for the super thanks. Ooh, the snow. Yes. Isn't the snow gorgeous? I was out sledding with my daughter. Yes. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. Um, so pretty. Okay, let's see. Okay, D, we're going to do yours. Let's see. Hi, Kathy. Uh, okay, D, we had the tower card. So remember that it's back in here somewhere. Okay, so we have the Fool. Ooh, the Empress. Interference. Okay, so it feels like somebody has tried to get over on you. I think you have somebody in your life that you oversee, or maybe it's like a family member, one of your kids, something like this. And it looks like they're perceiving you as being somebody that maybe isn't paying attention, or you're kind of easy to kind of manipulate or something like this. And I think that you have things looking out for you, probably some kind of guardian angel, ancestor, something. And we have the 8 of Swords, so they're running interference, right? They are, and I don't know if you can see this. It looks like a scary card, but in this context, I really do. I think that they're coming in and they are kind of giving you that space to react to whatever is coming at you. Okay. I don't think that this thing has happened yet, because with the Empress card, I feel like there's this sense of uh kind of like the strand of the High Priestess, the intuition there. But there is this feeling of, I see what is going on, I see what's up, but I'm going to sit here and wait and gather my information, my resources. I'm going to be ready for when this thing happens. Okay, because that tower moment isn't locked into place, right? Like, just because we pull a tower, it doesn't mean like, thing like the kingdom is burning. No, no, no. This is like, yeah, okay, this is on the wind, dude. Like, we gotta lock in here. So I do feel like this is a time for being very intentional about your choices, and also finding self control. That's the big thing, not snapping. Okay. Um, and that's the advice I need a lot is wait it out a little bit, see what's going on, and make the right moves. Okay, so here we are. Hi, Kathy. Oh, thank you so much for the super thanks. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, the professor. Okay. Kathy, please pull a card for me. Yes. Okay. I'm using the Thoth deck today, Kathy. Although if you want me to use the Hermetic deck, I can do that too. Do you have a preference? This is for Kathy. I have the Hermetic deck or the Thoth deck. Thoth. Okay. All right. Let's see for Kathy. Okay. So we have the Prince of Wands. The Prince of Wands. Kathy, as I was doing this, for some reason, I was seeing a white cat. There's a white cat. I feel I don't something about the cat with the fur. I almost feel like it's like a very soft. I don't know if this is from your childhood because the way that I'm almost seeing through your eyes. It's like you're experiencing it in a way that's very tactile, very sensory. I don't know if you know a white cat like that. But we have the Prince of Wands. Do you want any kind of clarification? Okay. So we have the Prince of Wands. So we have that really kind of fiery energy. It is beginning. It is beginning. You have something that has introduced itself to you. Um, Something maybe like an interest, a hobby, something maybe within volunteering or becoming involved with one of your established communities more directly. So maybe something like you're at work, they ask you if you want to, I don't know, join like the softball team or whatever. Something where you're getting more deeply ingrained with what is already there. We're going to see. I'm going to pull two more cards here. We have, okay, so the Two of Wands. So lots of passion arising. Oh my goodness. And we have the Four of Wands. Yeah. This is something that this is something that's gonna I feel like change a big aspect of your life. This is like a this is like one of those like times in life where you almost kind of stumble into what the next 10 years of your life is going to look like. So I wonder like if this is you're going to meet somebody or I feel like it's not even a person. It feels like you're meeting your calling or your next calling, if that makes sense. So I do. I feel like you're coming into a space where you're going to be kind of tying up some loose ends with the old, and now you're coming into a new space. Okay, so you are retired. I'm using work as kind of an example of where you would have an established community. Maybe like if you go to a church or if you live in a community of, retired people, you go to coffee every day or, something like this where you already know some of the people, but there are opportunities for you to get more involved. Does that make sense? Okay, so I need friends, but not religious. I feel you. I feel you. Okay. Well, thank you, Kathy. We're gonna go to. I got to go back up. I don't. Hi, Craig and Sharice. I'm gonna come right back to you. I see you have a different question now, and I will definitely come right back to you. I'm gonna Skylar and Craig prior Christmas, or what does that mean? I don't know what that means. I'm sorry. Am I reading it wrong? Do you have Craig, do you have a question? Thank you, Miles, as well. Okay, I've been trying to get my business ecosystem off the ground and manifesting abundance. Plus, I'm single too. Okay, Miles, if you want to put like the direct question down at the bottom, or I guess it'll be at the bottom for me. Um, is it about your business ecosystem or I don't know. If you want to tell me kind of more clearly what the question is, I will definitely do that. Charisse, I'm going back up to you. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to. This is my second time doing a live stream and reading people's stuff, processing what's what, trying to keep it organized is, man, it's hard. And as I often say in my readings, if you don't know, I am neurodivergent. So I'm ADHD, also autistic. And not to say that that means anything beyond my brain works differently. My question is my husband getting our settlement? Okay, let's see about the settlement. Okay, here we go. We're gonna use the Thoth deck for the settlement. Actually, you know what? Let's do the Radiant Sun. I'm gonna do the Radiant Sun for you because I want to see kind of more the visuals on these ones are different and they're oracle cards. So they're a little they come up with a little bit. Okay, so we have revenge. Number 8, revenge. Risk. Ooh, revenge, risk. Ooh, and bluff. So it looks like there's something going on with the settlement that maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some information that's missing. Maybe there's something, with the company or the person or the court or whoever's handling your settlement where they're kind of, running you around, which that does not surprise me. But we do have the fortune card, okay, and organization. Yeah. Okay. So, and then one last card, we're going to go with concentration. So, here's the deal. If you have been going back and forth with these people and they've been drawing it out and drawing it out and drawing it out, and there's like a point where you're just like, is it even worth it anymore? I feel like it's, of course, you need to have the recharge. You need to be able to draw your all of your energies back in and get back to the well, it's kind of a battle, right? I feel like there's going to be a good outcome. It's just going to be a little bit more frustration. Okay. The with the I really feel like the organization is like all of that annoying paperwork and like, oh, but you got to have this filled out, or oh, this was supposed to, that kind of stuff. Just making sure this stuff is taken care of and staying the course, the concentration, staying the course. Don't give up on it. Don't let him give up on it. Because we have the fortune card. I do feel like this is going to end up working out for you guys. Okay. And sorry, I kept skipping over it. I didn't do it on purpose. Okay, let's see. Craig, you want a love reading, and Miles, it is about the ecosystem. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna go Craig first. Skylar and Craig, what can we look forward to prior to Christmas? Anything substantial that stands out in our near future? Okay, we're gonna go to Thoth for that. Skylar and Craig, what do you guys have going on here? Gosh, the two of wands just really jumping out today. We have a lot of decisions. Okay, we have the ace of cups as well. Ooh, this is yes, and the art card. You guys are, yeah, there's a lot of love flowing around. There's a lot of excitement. I think that you both enjoy the season. It might be difficult at times, of course, it can be for anybody. But I feel like there's something going on here where you're merging more deeply. There's an opportunity for you to do something. Almost creating something together, like a new tradition or something that's special just for you. Um, And I want to see, let's clarify a little bit on that. So we have the Queen of Swords. So she is the revealer. Ooh, and we have the Princess of Swords. Woohoo! What's going on here? Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What are you guys like do you do are you like into sleuthing or like true crime or something? I feel like you both really like to like figure out puzzles. But I don't think it's like formally like you're doing puzzles, although maybe. But I think you're like both very inquisitive people. And let's see, one more clarifier. Ooh, failure. Okay, so I do feel like you're going on maybe kind of a little hunt for something. I don't think that you get the answer, but here's the thing. Let's look at the Ace of Cups. I want to see that one. Yeah, the universe. Look at that. Yeah, the two of you, when you get into that space where you're remembering and really activating why you fell in love and why you like each other, like the basic stuff. Like if you could think of you two on a playground and you like go up to each other and you're like, "Oh dude, I like your, I don't know, doll," or "Oh, cool, I like your I like to jump rope as well." And you both are super into jumping rope and that's all you need to know that you like really love each other. I feel like that's what is reinforced here. Okay. So I do. I feel like there is there now I don't know, I didn't see that there was anything particular except for you going out of your way to engage in the thing that you kind of really connect on, whatever. So listen, if you like to do stuff like, I don't know, what if you were like ghost hunters? Go rent like one of those haunted Airbnbs or whatever. You know what I mean? Like make sure that you facilitate something that can be the theater of your union, if that makes sense. All right, so we're going to go back up here. Okay, so will my business ecosystem grow? That's the one I'm doing now for Miles. Okay. And Miles, we're gonna we'll start with those, and I will supplement with the Oracle cards just in case, because I feel like this one is, I don't know. We'll get them as much information. How to the ecosystem. Yeah, so we have the 10 of coins, and let me read it one more time. I want to see exactly what you said because in my mind, I will my business ecosystem grow? Okay, so yeah, immediately we have the wealth card. Okay, so the 10 of discs there. We're gonna pull a couple more cards before strength. Yeah, we have the 9 of wands. Come on now. Come on. I'm always like rooting for everybody's best outcome. I mean, I can't. Yeah, victory. Miles, Miles, you just made my day. We have the 10 of discs. Oops. There you go. 10 of discs. There you go. Then we had the 9 of wands, which is the strength card. Okay. And the 6 of wands, the victory card, dude. Yes, everything is going to just stick with it. Keep on going. I know. Listen, doing stuff on YouTube every day is like, what is going on? You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the dark night of the soul. You're like, what am I even doing? Like, am I nuts for believing in this in myself? And that's applicable to all businesses, so stay the course within reason. Okay. Of course, if you're just pouring money into it and nothing is happening and like you got to be honest with yourself. But dude, I feel like yeah, you absolutely are going to it's coming together for you. Absolutely. Also, my husband would love for me to probably say this. go watch some Dave Ramsey. I know. I listen, I have to hear it all the time. It's in the car constantly. He does all the financial kind of stuff, podcasts and things. And he has one about small business and small business owners that call in. I would definitely go start listening to that dude. I don't know. He can be kind of rude sometimes, but he gives good advice in my opinion. So I'm excited for you, Miles. Very good. Okay, so let's see. I know I saw a question up here about guides. Okay. Nine lives of Leo. I think mine got missed too. If I can, what do my guides need me to know right now? Okay, here we go. Let's see, Leo. Hi. I always think your name Caven? Caven? Did I say that right? I always think it's Calvin in my I'm like, I'm wrong. I'm right. I'm wrong. I don't know. But hi. Okay, let's see. What do your guides want you to know? Do you want to do the Thoth deck or do you want to do let's see. Do you want to do the Thoth deck or do you want to do the Oracle of the Rising or Radiant Sun? Oracle of the Radiant Sun, Leo. Nine lives, Leo, of Leo. My brain just, you guys. It's like Gavin, but with a C. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I will. We might do a little bit of both. I'm gonna actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do one from the Thoth deck, and then I'm going to clarify with the other. Okay, so our Thoth deck love. All right, so we're in the domain of love of some kind, Leo. Enterprise, publicity, and harmony. Okay. So I feel like there is maybe something. I feel like you maybe have always wanted to be known. You might be somebody who, I don't know, maybe you want to start a YouTube, or maybe you want to on some platform, or maybe it's been your dream to write a book and be known within your industry. I do feel like this has to be somewhere around work, career, uh, the great work, your beloved whatever you're devoted to. Now, I think that at times you've had some trouble probably figuring out how to do that and also do, your normal life and just keeping the lights on type of stuff. I do feel like eh, the universe is telling you that really, pouring all of that devotion, that inspiration, that belovedness that you have into, and I don't like saying it this way, but into finding a way to make money with it. Yeah, I think that might be useful for you, but staying tempered in that, right? Don't put all of your eggs into one basket, but stay in the love, follow the love. That's all we have in life, right? I know we all have to have the jobs and the stuff where we're doing stuff we don't want to do. We're just going through the motions, whatever. But I do feel like for you, uh, you just can't live that way anymore. And I think that, you've been questioning, like, do I make this move? Do I even begin to consider it or, contemplate it? And I do. I think that the universe wants you to because the universe loves you. Of course. Lenore, rarely does anybody say my name right. And that's okay. I don't, it doesn't matter, but So happy to catch a hi. Thank you. Namaste, mom. Can you knit me a hat? Of course you could knit me a hat. I would love that, Lisa. Miles, if you're still here, I'm not just plugging my husband's channel, but go over there and comment to him and stuff. He knows a lot more about business too. So I'm sure that I'll tell him to look out for your name. Or you can email me and I can forward it to him or whatever you want to do. I forget what his work email is. I'll probably end up, if I say his email, I'll give out one of our private ones on accident. Okay. Yes, of course. Is your new goal going to work out for you? Thank you, Leo, for being here. And thank you for letting me read for you. Okay. New goal. Going to work out. Okay. So we have the Two of Swords to start out. New goal. New goal. Mm. We have the Ten of Swords. You are really in your headspace about this one. The Queen of Wands. Okay, so absolutely. And not just because I kind of vaguely know you a little bit from the last couple of years, right? We've been talking a little bit through comments and stuff, and me watching your stuff here and there. Um, I feel like there's this real, I almost feel like it's like you're starting stuff and you're talking yourself out of it constantly, but you've been through so much. And it's like you absolutely know how to make things out of very little. You're so creative. You're a magician. Like, just you were born that way, right? You were born to create. And I feel like the thing here is relying on your knowing of self and knowing that you already have the answer. It's not about really if something's going to work out or if it is or not for you. It's about learning to trust the instinct and trust that you already know, because you do already know. I see it here. You're in your head, you're in your head, you're in your head. And no, I just seen that. I don't think that it's saying that you're going to, this is ruin. No, I think the ruin comes from you just overanalyzing the thing. You know what I mean? You got to get right back into that flow of passion. Because here's the deal. Like, we can set things up, and it could be perfect on paper. But if we show up and we have like that lack of fire, you know what I mean? Like, it's just not going to, it's not going to work. It's not going to it's going to be an empty vessel. So if you meet this thing, and I'm gonna pull one more card because this, I feel like this is really gonna, I'm gonna be right. I know it. Ah, yes, the ace, yes, the ace of discs. Yes, you're gonna be able to pull this thing and manifest it 100%. I feel like listen, I'm not ever gonna tell anybody to stay out of the source, stay out of the air, because people need to think more than they do, I think. But when it comes to birthing something, you can't think about it too much. You just can't. You can't. If you do, you're going to psych yourself out. You're going to make it like a terror for yourself. Go with it. Just go with it. Okay? And listen to yourself, because as you go with it, you will know when to tweak things. You will know when, like, okay, this was working and now it's not. Let's just trim the edges here. You got this. You got this. Don't give up on it. Of course. Thank you for being here. I love you. I love you. I love you. Okay, I'm going back up here just to check, you guys, if I got all the super thankses and said thank you. Thank you, Leo, for the super thanks. I'm always scared I'm going to bump this thing. Okay, Lisa, I'm starting a new chapter in life. I learned so much in the past year. Would love a card to know where to focus my attention. I know balance is key, but ADHD is real and I'd be all over. Yeah, I feel you. I hear that. Okay. Oh, sorry. My husband's channel is Dove and Serpent Tarot. Dove and Serpent Tarot. Thank you, Leo. Yeah, he's good with the business stuff. Definitely. Like I'm good at getting things done, not always but yeah, he has a lot of I think his readings he does do a lot of like more like career financial. Okay, so I'm going to do yours, Lisa there. See, that was my ADHD. I got Oh, you're already a member. Okay. Wow. Wow, we love you. Okay, Lisa, here we go. All right, Ace of Swords. Okay, sharpening of that mind space, right? What are you going to be focused on? Where is it going to go? Okay, so we got the Eight of Cups, which is indolence, right? To me, distraction. Just, this is like, I can't say it. I can't say it on YouTube's. This is like when you get into something where they are very short and they're bright and loud and you're doing this, looking at them, and next thing you know, it's 8 hours later. That's what this card is for me. Like, where has my time been? Because I absolutely, just got sunk in there. I'm living in the TV kind of feeling. You know what I mean? All right. So we also have the Six of Wands, which is victory. Okay. Victory. Let's see. Can we see this? The sun keeps disappearing out there. So we have the Six of Wands. Totally different vibe. Totally different vibe. So we're going to ask, how do we get over there and where is that going to lead me? We have the Princess of Cups and the Emperor. Okay. So we have an emotional, it's either like parenting, if you're like a supervisor at work or something like that, where you're overseeing somebody, you're mentoring somebody, you're taking care of somebody, something like this. There is an emotional aspect to this that feels like I feel like it's almost kind of um changing quickly, rapidly. Like 1 minute, everything's super cool. You feel like you're cruising, you know what you're doing, and then the next minute, it's like, dude, why are people asking me for advice? I don't know what the heck's got, that kind of like back, and then maybe the next minute you're like, I really hate this. Why am I here? So I feel like, and I'm gonna put yeah, the Moon card. I feel like there has to almost kind of be it's like you coming at this space from a different perspective. Okay. Looking at whatever it is where you spend the majority of your peoply hours. Okay. Um, I feel like you have to almost kind of look at it like it's a theater or like it's a painting or like it's a not a painting, like it's a place to go in there and create a story I feel like it's almost kind of like pulling the zoom out a little from life where you're like super in that Malkuthian physical space and I'm here to go do my job and oversee these people so I can pay my bills and I'm, going through all the like very physical world steps and I forget that I'm in a freaking theater of the universe here. You know what I mean? Like, I can make this fun. I can make this meaningful. I can use this space to learn things that I never even thought about learning about. You know what I mean? Or for me, it's like witnessing people, right? Like, I learn about life a lot by seeing what people are doing and how they interact with each other, the stories that they tell, the lies they tell, the lies they tell themselves, which is actually the most interesting. But, I feel like for you, you got to make your life a little bit more, I don't know, like step into that mystic, that watcher, that shaman, that, whatever it is, step into that hat, put that hat on and go into that space, right? And then see how it feels. I think that's where the work is for you right now, okay? We don't have to make our lives terrible. I feel like I see it in my daughter some days, like, she's in kindergarten, and I see the days where she's like, "Dude, I just don't even wanna go to school. I hate this. I don't wanna be around people. I don't wanna." And I'm like, it starts so early. And then a lot of it's about the language we use about stuff. And then we get these feelings about things. And then maybe it is a sucky place to go, or you just don't want to deal with this person or whatever. But if we can like make it something make it something else, like, this is my adventure. I'm going into this, I'm going to school and it's the labyrinth and I'm going through my hero's quest of the day to learn something, to be a little social, to do, you know what I mean? Change the paradigm. Change the paradigm. Hi there. Hi, princess. Is it Laura? Uh, I'm just doing questions and I'm going to scroll up a little bit here. I know it shifts the thing. Oh, thank you, Kevin. Thank you. Thank you. What time is it? I'm going to do about probably 10 more minutes, I think. Um, and then I got to start getting my day go. You guys can see my hair, although I don't know if you've ever seen me before, but I just bleached out the purple that was in it and I have to get it dyed because you know what, the holidays, so many holiday events, and I'm looking like the rat lady that I am right now. And I say that with all the love. Rats are awesome, but I feel like a rat lady right now. Does anybody have any questions here? Any questions? Ooh, did we pause it? No. Oh, it did. It got a little glitchy. I'm so happy to have you here. Thank you for watching me for a while. I'm feel very honored. Very honored. Do you have any questions? Do you have something that I could look at the cards for you? Hi, Andrea. Two cats, mom. Do you have two cats? I have two cats too. One of mine is just about to turn 18. And in his elder age, he's become very sassy. He's a very sassy guy. I love him very much. He's I don't know what he's like a I rescued him many years ago. He was a barn cat and he he's huge. He's still really big even being older. I don't know if this thing is just Not going or what? Oh, no. Nobody's talking. That's what it is. Am I missing something in my life right now? Yeah, I feel you. Okay, I'm gonna do I think it's is it Lars or Lara? I don't know, or Laura. But I'm gonna do your question and then Pat, I will do yours. Ooh, 2 9-year-olds. I love when they're in that age range. Oh, when they're rescues too. I know. I'm all about the rescue animal. And I'm all about getting older animals too, if you can. I don't know. There's just something about a cat that's, a little bit older. They just very loving. What does spirit want me to know? Okay. So first I'm going to do just Lar. Okay. Lar, I'm gonna do yours. I feel like a lot of us are feeling all over the place. I also think a lot of it is related to the solar activity. Okay, so we have the Eight of Wands, which makes sense. You said you're all over the place. So very energetic right now, right? And it's, as you can see, look at the electricity is flowing in all directions and it is swiftly flowing. So I feel like you are having these moments of intense emotions, passions. Maybe you're like, falling in love and you found your favorite this and oh my gosh, I really want to do this or that, and it's just in an abundance, but kind of feels chaotic where it's like, where do I put this burst of energy? Okay, we have the Five of Swords. So we also have, we have an energy of what is going on in the background. I'm going to clarify here. Queen of Cups. So there seems to be a feeling of a feminine person in your strand. You're maybe a mother, grandmother. There's a worry there. I don't think that it's a direct worry though. I think it's something almost kind of like that was repeated to you when you were young. I almost feel like this is like something like you hear it when you start to doubt yourself. And I don't know that I don't think it was like a malicious thing, but I almost kind of feel like it's like one of these outmoded things that like our grandparents kind of tell us or, our mom says like I don't know. I mean, I can't think of something like maybe you just like act more ladylike or, you can't do that. You're a girl or, stuff like that. And I don't know what you identify as, but I'm using this from my own experience. But it feels like that's a big thing for you because you have this ability, you have this talent, but it's that thing. It's always there. I just feel it right here behind my left ear. It's like a sharp no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. Not that way. Not that way. Do you know what I mean? And so we're going to go on the other side. We have the Queen of Discs. Okay. So there's that very earth and yes, the art card. Okay. So it really is, in my mind, this is about you learning to trust that you can build the life, the home, uh, that you want, and it will be successful. It will be successful. I feel like there's this it's not comparing like I'm keeping up with the Joneses type of thing. I feel like more than anything, it's like I have this constant like I'm not doing it right. Is this it? I'm not doing it right. I'm not doing it right. I'm not, and yeah, dude, you're doing it right. Cause if it feels right to you and it works in the way that you want it to, who cares? what, you know what I mean? And I understand that deep conditioning, that deep, I mean, it's shame. It's a lot of shame. And I have ADHD as well. And I was not diagnosed with any of the being on the spectrum, having ADHD until I was over 30 years old. So I am high masking. You guys see me a lot less masked in the last few months, but I get it. There's so much shame because so much of your life, people are like, yo, you're not doing that right. That's weird how you're doing that. That's not going to work. And guess what? It does work half the time, maybe not all the time. But you get that thing where you're like, am I ever going to do anything right? And so you get stuck. You get stuck in thinking, what do I need to do the thing? Do I have all the right things? I'm going to go find the right things and get the right things so I can do it the right way. And then by the time you get to going, you're burnt out. So just go with how you feel. You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to use the duct tape to fix the thing. Sometimes we just got to wing it. Sometimes we just got to say, you know what? All those people who loved me and cared for me and wanted to teach me to do things the way everybody else does them, they meant well, but they really did harm my psyche. You know what I mean? And it's a hard thing to learn how to forgive that because it's like you don't even know that you're hurt or mad about it because they weren't necessarily doing it to be cruel. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where kind of this work is at. Yeah. You second guess yourself. Yep. So I think the work is in learning to listen to yourself and say, you know what? It is chaos and I am all over the place, but you've survived every day since you were born. You have 100% survival rate. Trust yourself. You know what you're doing. Okay. Now we're going to go back up to Pat. If you're still here, I'm going to pull a card for you. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lar. I hope that message, I hope it helps. I mean, I know. I struggle with it constantly. You'll hear me, I'll get halfway through a sentence and I'm like, I know, and then I'll stop and I'll be like, but I might be wrong. Okay, Pat, here we go. Oh, we have the Aeon. We have a rebirth happening. We have a rebirth. What is this about? Okay, so we have also the death card. So something happened, obviously. Um, and you are coming into that spring. You are coming in, you've been through the hard stuff. It's still hard. There's grief. I can feel that. Uh, it feels like something, with the death card, it's often that something has gone, something is taken away, something disappears, something transpires, transmutes away from you directly. And you don't really have a choice. And often it's abrupt. But and I'm not gonna look further into that one because it's happened and you've been through a good part of the process here, at least those initial phases of it. Now we're coming into the Aeon, so there is all of the like dew from the morning, the frost on the lawn and on the trees and all of that. It's starting to melt away and you're starting to see that green. The green is kind of really becoming vibrant, right? And then I want to see, I know you said one card, I think, and I'm going for it. Oh, we have the Fool card. That actually is maybe one of the best cards we can get in a rebirth because you are starting with uh no judgment, no bias. You are coming into this thing with like bright eyes. You are open-hearted. You are it's like I get this feeling of, you know, that saying where it's like, the light gets in where something is broken open. So when we go through something, it just destroys us. It breaks our heart wide open. And that is when, I guess religious people would say that's kind of like when God can get into your heart. And I feel like for you, it's like you have shed some stuff about like your life, about yourself, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about life, about the world, about how things go, and just spread it off. Go to the wind because you are moving into a new phase of your life. And to have the Fool card, that is infinite potential. Infinite potential. Like, I'm jealous. I'm jealous a little bit here. No, it does. It feels like you have a lot coming up here. You have a lot to um, celebrate. I think there's going to be, and I'm refraining from going further because I think you just asked for like a kind of a you want like a general thing, but yeah, I'm excited for you. I'm excited. Hi, Queen Gina. Yeah, there is. There's snow. There's snow. There's snow. Thank you for being here. I think you guys, I'm gonna wrap it up here. I know I had said that I was only gonna stay for 10 more minutes. So I am. Thank you all for being here. I love you. I'm gonna be gone for a few days. We're going out of town. My husband Paul, he's probably talked about this on his channel. He goes yearly for. He had a liver transplant years ago, and he goes and does all the medical tests and sees different specialists and stuff. Not because anything's wrong, just because it's a regular checkup thing. And anyways, I plan on doing some lives while I'm there, while I'm staying in the hotel and stuff. So look out for those. I'll definitely post them. I'll try not to be late. I was like 10 minutes late today, but nobody was here. So we good. We good. Um, thank you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And yeah, we'll talk soon.